All right, so once again, this is my second recording because the first time that I recorded, there was no sound again, just like yesterday. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm gonna redo it again. So basically, today we're gonna do Leetcode question number 217, called contains duplicate. Given an this is an easy question. All right, so the question is asking that given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. All right, so if you can take a look at the questions number one, example one, you can see that there's a duplicate in this, right? So there are two of the one here, so we can just return true. And for example, here for the example number two, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And here there's no any duplicate numbers, and we can just return false, right? All right, so now that we understand the question, let's go to the coding part, right? So this question is really easy, right? So we can actually just create an empty dictionary, right? So I'm just going to call it counter like this, right? And then we can just use one for loop, right? For num in nums, and then we're gonna put counter num equal to 1 plus counter get num, right? 0, and that's gonna create a dictionary that contains the frequency of the number inside, right? And once we have that, we just need to use another for loops again. If for I and counter values, right? If I more than 1, return true. So yeah, that's it. So this question is really simple, as you can see. It's just I can do this question within like 2 minutes. But then here you're gonna see that from this methods, right? We can see that we beat only 5% of the runtime, and it means that there's a better way to do this, right? There's another way to do that is that we can just use is that we can create an empty set of of a set, right? And then we can actually iterate each numbers inside of the array one by one. And while we iterate that on each index of the number, we can check that if the number is inside this of the number set, and if it's not inside, then we can add that number inside the set, right? And then we keep on iterating until we reach to the number that is present inside the set. So if in that case, if it's inside the set, we can actually return true, and if not, we can just return false, right? So I'm gonna code it for you to see. Here I'm gonna call it numset set as an empty set, and we're gonna for num in nums if num in numset return true. Oh, I think we forgot to add. Otherwise, we have to add numset add num, and that's going to give you the right answers. All right, see, as you can see here, the timing is much faster than the previous algorithm before. Right now, we beat 77.6% of the compared to the other people, right? And the time complexity of this is going to be the big O. It's going to be the big O of n, and right, and the space complexity is also going to be the big O of n, right? Because we use one set here, and the number and the size of the set will depend on the number of the size of the number in the array. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.